Alright, so y'all are constantly in my comments. Kathy didn't say that. Kathy didn't do that. Kathy. So I'm going to prove that what I have said is exactly what happened. Adonis Paul held a fundraiser to urinate on my younger brother's grave. Kathy was in that live stream, and afterwards she made a video mocking me for how much money he raised. I can prove that. It's all still there. Okay, so let's go to YouTube. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Now, look at the title of this. Right. So, can y'all read the title? Late Night with Adonis Paul, streamed 3 days ago. Fundraiser to pee on Bubba's grave. That's what the stream was titled. That's what everybody who went into the stream went in there looking for. A fundraiser to urinate on a disabled child's grave. So who's Bubba? Right? Some of you might be new and asking, who is Bubba? I'll show you. Bubba is my brother. He was born handicapped by his own father. Here he is. That's Bubba. Adonis Paul raised money to urinate on his grave. He was born with cerebral palsy. Spent his entire life in diapers and a wheelchair, eating through a G-tube. And they're saying, well, you deserve it. You went after his children. But I didn't. I didn't go after anybody's children. All I did was expose the fact that he almost went to jail for not paying his child support. That is not going after somebody's children. You're accusing me of going after his children, and it gives you the right to go after my brother. I didn't go after anyone's children. I don't know his children. So the fact that y'all won't stop saying that proves that you have no idea what the fuck is going on. Okay, so as soon as he finished that stream, Kathy uploaded a video. Let the storm begin. The piss storm. Y'all really think that wasn't... Y'all don't think that was intentional? Huh? They're threatening to urinate on my little brother's grave in Kathy's next video, mocking me for how much he made was let the storm begin. No, it's not coincidence. And no, it's not a joke. And no, it's not just Adonis Paul being a troll and, oh, he would never do that. Well, he raised money to do it. He would never do that. Then why did he fundraise money to do it? My aunt, she didn't know what he was doing. Then why did she mock me for it? Then why did she title her her video that exactly? And what have I done? What have I actually done to these people? Oh, I called Adonis Paul a Nazi almost a year ago, and I apologized for that. I called some of his viewers pedos. I'm not apologizing for that because it's true. A lot of his viewers are not good people. And you know who not good people are? Pedophiles, child abusers, child neglectors, drug addicts. The main reason they're angry at me is because I don't have a job. What's Adonis Paul's job? Are y'all gonna stop fundraising his life because he's not working? No, you like him. It's okay for him to not work. But it's not okay for me to not work. This is my life. This is what I'm dealing with. This is my family. My own blood aunt. That woman mocking me for how much money was being raised to go urinate on my little brother's grave. She's the aunt of that little boy. The blood relative. Her sister's child. She only cares about what she goes through. She'll put up a picture of a baby in a NICU and say, see, you're not a fighter. This is a fighter. Well, when I put up pictures of little Ronnie, what does that show? What does that show? Do you see a fighter when you look at my little brother, Kathy? Or do you see something weak that was never able to get better? And so it's okay to continue harassing and using him. He was used by this family his entire life. My parents used him to get out of going to jail. They used him for money. They used him for everything. My dad fucking used him to get to the front row of a concert at Ham Jam once. Bubba was terrified. The music was too loud. Dad didn't care. He wanted to be front row. He wanted to see fucking Charlie Daniels. When did anybody ever think for little Ronnie? He lived his life laying in that little pink chair that smelled like piss all the time. Mom would pick him up to change him, put down a towel, put him back down. Is that cleaning a chair? When piss dries, does the smell go away? Could you imagine living your life laying in a chair with your nose next to your own stale piss? And knowing you couldn't do anything to stop it because you couldn't clean the chair yourself and you couldn't change your own diapers. They would leave him there for hours sometimes in his mess because he didn't cry. He learned that there was no point in crying. In that house, nobody cared. After our father killed himself in front of little Ronnie. Yes, in front of little Ronnie. That little boy watched his father put a gun to his head. After 20 years of listening to him beat his mother. He watched it all. He saw it all. And then my mom wanted to keep him instead of letting him go into a nursing home where they would have taken care of him. So the state let her. They paid her. She would leave him in bed all day long. Just so she could tell people honestly that she only drank when he was in bed. It's easy to say that when you never take the child out of bed. And now, he has been dead for over a decade. These people left him buried next to the man that crippled him without a headstone for years. He didn't even get a proper headstone until 2019. He died in 2009. And they didn't do that until I said something about the fact that he didn't have one. It wasn't something they wanted to do for him. They just wanted me to not be able to complain about him not having one anymore. So they fixed it. Not for him. Just to take away one of the true things that I've been able to prove on this channel. It's still true. He was abused. He lived a life of pain and sickness. And now his own aunt is using him to hurt me. And that's the kind of family that I have. His own aunt is using his poor little broken bones. They won't even allow him to rest in peace dead. Do you know how fucked up that is? He's dead and they still won't let him rest. They still have to use him. They still have to use him to manipulate others. He doesn't deserve that. And Kathy says, well, you never loved him. That's disgusting. Telling somebody that they never loved their own sibling is absolutely heartless. And it's not something she would allow me to say about her. If I was sitting up here saying that she never loved her children, no matter what she puts up saying she does, well, that's just for manipulation. You didn't love that baby in the NICU. You're just using that video for manipulation because it looks sad. No, I'm not saying that. Because it's fucked up. You don't know how somebody feels in their heart. None of you know how I feel in my heart. But you want to keep pretending you do. What I've said about this family is true. And Kathy's proving it. She is absolutely proving exactly how abusive and hateful this family is.